Would you believe me if I told you that the shirt you're wearing right now, with that tiny, faint stain from lunch that you think no one can see, is actually the main topic of a secret global summit? That's right. Right now, world leaders are probably putting aside nuclear proliferation talks to zoom in on that smudge on your shirt and exclaim, "My God, couldn't they have picked another shirt?" Sounds insane, right? Of course, it's insane, because it's not real at all. But that feeling that it could be real, that feeling that all eyes are fixed on us, scrutinizing our every little flaw, from a new pimple to tripping on a step, that is alarmingly real. Welcome back, and today, we're going to dissect one of humanity's most powerful delusions, the illusion that we are the center of the universe. Or to put it a bit more scientifically, the spotlight effect. Simply put, the spotlight effect is a minor glitch in our brain's software, a bug that makes us believe we're perpetually standing on a giant stage, with a spotlight aimed directly at our face. And of course, the entire audience, meaning everyone around us, is glued to our every gesture, every word, every yawn. You slipped up and said something dumb in a meeting? That's it. Game over. The entire office will remember it for the rest of their lives. They'll have it etched onto your tombstone. And your future grandchildren will be whispered about by their colleagues. Ah. That's the descendant of the person who said that silly thing back in the day. You wore pants that are a slightly different color than usual? Surely, the whole world thinks you're a rebel, a failed fashion icon. You walk into a coffee shop and accidentally spill a little water on the table? A catastrophe. The barista is silently cursing you. The couple at the next table is taking a picture to post on a group called "The Clumsiest People on Earth." And the security guard outside is probably calling your family to report your incurable clumsiness. So what's the truth? The truth is, nobody cares. That dumb comment you made in the meeting? People forgot it 5 minutes later because they were too busy worrying about what they were going to say to sound smart. Those different colored pants? They probably didn't even notice you were wearing pants at all. The spilled water? The staff wipes it up in 3 seconds and forgets who you are the moment you walk out the door. We put ourselves on stage, turn on our own spotlight, direct our own play, and then get stage fright from a production we created ourselves. Meanwhile, our supposed audience, the people we think are watching so intently, are actually busy on their own stages. They're also worried if their hair is sticking up today, if their shirt is wrinkled, and if you are judging them. It creates an endless loop of paranoia. I'm scared you're looking at me. You're scared I'm looking at you. And as a result, nobody is actually looking at anyone, because we're all too busy looking inside our own heads. Think about the last time you went to the gym. You're new, fumbling with a machine, lifting the lightest weight. In your head, a tragic film is playing. Oh God. Those guys with the 6-packs are laughing at me. That beautiful girl over there must think I'm as weak as a kitten. I'm making a fool of myself in front of everyone. But what's the reality? The guy with the 6-pack is busy flexing and checking out his own muscles in the mirror. The beautiful girl is wearing headphones, lost in the world of Taylor Swift and worrying about her own deadline. 99% of the people at the gym are there for themselves. Not for you. The remaining 1% who might look at you are probably just waiting for their turn on that machine. So why does our brain love to play these tricks on us? Psychologists believe it's a byproduct of us being the main character in the movie of our own life. Because we experience the world from our own perspective, we tend to overestimate our importance in the eyes of others. It's like you're the one holding the camera in a documentary, so you naturally assume that the camera is the most important thing to all the other characters. Our brains are basically still running on Hunter-Gatherer OS 1.0. Where being noticed and judged by the entire tribe could mean being kicked out of the cave to face a saber-toothed tiger alone. That social defense mechanism is still there, but it's obsolete in the modern world, where wearing mismatched socks is not, in fact, a sign of tribal decay. So, what's the benefit of knowing this? Oh, it's incredibly useful. Once you realize that the spotlight is just a flashlight you're pointing at your own face, you become free. You'll dare to try things you were once afraid of being judged for. You'll wear that gaudy floral shirt you love, not the safe gray one. You'll confidently ask a question in a crowd without fearing people will think you're dumb. You'll sing off key at karaoke with glorious confidence. You'll lie more authentically, because you know your audience either doesn't exist, Or they're too busy with their own play. The fact that nobody cares about you as much as you think sounds a bit harsh. But it's one of the most liberating and wonderful truths there is. It allows you to make mistakes, to experiment, to be your fullest self without carrying the weight of billions of imaginary eyes. So, the next time you walk out with a new haircut and feel like the whole world is turning to stare, take a deep breath and tell yourself, this is my stage. I turned on this light, and I can turn it off whenever I want. Or, you could just enjoy the glow. Because who knows, maybe in some parallel universe, world leaders really are discussing your haircut right now. But perhaps the real question we should be asking ourselves isn't, is everyone looking at me? But rather, knowing that everyone else is also struggling with their own personal spotlight. Can we be a little kinder to ourselves? And to each other?